Hi, we're back with another episode. Welcome to Fly Girls Talk. And today we have Faran. She's an entrepreneur and she's a social media influencer from Chicago.
Hey.
Hey, girl. So we're finna cheers.
Okay, shit. Look, I'm drinking already.
Yes,
Cheers.
we already started. We're drinking Stella. So how your day been? Like, how did you get ready for the show? Because we've been talking all the way up until the show. So, like, what have you been doing to prepare for right now?
I'm a Sagittarius girl. I talk. I be running my fucking mouth. So I really didn't have to, like, I don't have, like, a script or anything like that. I just, we talked about,
show up.
So I just,
but you like,
here.
I'm finna wear this, I'm finna wear that. Like,
I had a whole nother outfit planned, and I put it on, and it was trash. I'm one of them people, like, I'll buy something and be like, I'm going to wear this on my birthday. Don't try it on. Don't think about it again until my actual birthday. It ends up looking crazy and I wear something else. So I had something else planned, but I just ended up putting this on.
Yes,
it was like
I like it.
1:30, so I had to get dressed.
I like it a lot.
Thank you.
So as you guys know, or you guys may not know, Faran has a skincare line. And I want to start talking more about that because I'm looking at you and, like, your skin is, like, really beautiful. Like, it's just, she's not one of them girls that be on Instagram and it just look like she's pretty. Like, no, she's here in the flesh and she looks just like her pictures, if not better. And I know it's because of that skincare line. So I just want to start off by asking you, how did that come about?
So I went to Pivot Point to be an esthetician straight out of high school. I was 18 years old.
Yes.
I've always been into skincare and the beauty industry and stuff like that, but aesthetics just wasn't for me. I kind of I didn't drop the ball. I graduated and everything like that. Got my license. But I started working in the nightlife industry soon after. So it was just better money. It was quicker. Yeah, it was quicker. So I just did that. But I always wanted my own skincare line. Like, I want to come out with a line. I'm going to do it,
And around this time when you started, did you have a following already? Or
yeah.
Okay.
I'm 2 years in business. So this has been like a whole it's 14 years of me, actually thinking about something before it came into fruition. But one day I just started because I kept procrastinating, putting it off. Like, okay, I'm going to start a skincare line. And I was just kind of more so complacent, But after I turned 30, it was like time to get the ball rolling. Like, okay, you can't be the old bitch in the club. Like, and no offense to anyone that is.
We're gonna talk about it.
But I just didn't want to be that.
Exactly.
I didn't want that for my life. So I started my line. It took off. Like, I do very well, and I enjoy now, like, talking to my customers and seeing how people support something else outside of, I know you from Instagram, or I know now people will come up to me like, you're the girl who owns INDIGOGLOW. I love your products. You help my skin. Like, that is it's a very fulfilling feeling.
To know you helping people. And then I'm sure it's real fulfilling when they post like they before. And it's like, wow, I did that.
Yeah,
I love that. Okay. Yes. So you said you was working in the nightlife. So what made you
I was a bartender, not a dancer.
So just a bartender? So would you say, is bartending and stripping, like, do you feel like it kind of go hand in hand a little bit?
Yeah, in a sense. I mean, besides taking our tops off and stuff, we wear the same stuff, leotards and fishnets. So I don't think there's anything wrong with either one of them. It was just something that I kind of decided that I didn't want to do anymore. It's very, you make great money, but just taking on all those different energies from so many different people, 9 times out of 10 becoming an alcoholic, drinking every fucking night, or Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, every single week, it's very draining, especially for a long period of time.
So how long was you doing it?
On and off, like a decade.
Wow. Yeah. So when you came into, like, the nightlife scene, did you feel like you had to change your image a little bit to fit in, or was you already like?
No, I've always I made little tweaks and shit to myself, but it was never for anybody else. It was never to fit in with anyone else. It was just things I didn't like about myself that I may have changed or enhanced, obviously.
But, right. Obviously.
But no, I've never, since I've been a little girl, I don't want to try to fit it. I am who I am. Like,
right.
You're going to like me or you're not, you know?
Exactly.
So.
Yes, because I feel like now a lot of girls, and even myself included, like, we want surgery, we want bigger lips.
I just got some Wednesday.
Yeah, I want to get mine did. We want all these things. Some of us want them because we want them, and then a lot of people want them because of what they see. So I feel like women that's starting to work nightlife, they feel like they have to make a lot of changes to themselves in order to bring a bag home.
Yeah,
so,
but I mean, in some cases you do. I'm lucky enough to, I'm not a bigger girl. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Even after I had my child, like I didn't get gain a lot of weight or anything like that. So I kind of was all right. I'm not the ugliest person,
right?
Now, so put on a little makeup. I'm cool, you know. But if you are in that industry, and let's just say you want to be a dancer and you're overweight or underweight, or you have, you know what I'm saying? You need a breast reduction, or you need ass, whatever it is that you need that you do feel like is going to make you more money, then
that's okay.
Yeah, go for it. I don't think there's anything wrong with people
changing,
women, going under the knife or whatever the case is. I've done it myself, but I do feel like if we was in the 90s, what would we do?
Nothing.
We'd just be ourselves. So subconsciously, there might be something wrong with all of us.
Yeah.
You know, none of us wanted big asses until I guess one day we saw somebody on Instagram or Facebook or MySpace, whenever it was, and now everybody's following suit. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, I think it's a trend going on, like a BBL trend, and just surgeries in general. I feel like not everyone, but some girls aren't like loving themselves. And it's nothing wrong with getting those things, but I feel like some people are starting to get them for the wrong reason. Yeah. Like, I don't think people are looking like, oh, I want to enhance this for me. Like, it's more so like, I'm on the internet and I see Faran with these big boobs. I want to look like this. So I feel like a lot of that is like what's going on.
It's very hard to, you know, everybody's going to say, oh, I love myself, you know, but I think it's very hard to love yourself in a generation like this, because we have this internal, almost nagging with ourselves that nothing we do is ever enough.
Yes,
you know?
And so I feel the same way.
It's not, I don't look good enough, I'm not doing enough, I'm not making enough money, my car's not good enough, you know what I'm saying? So it's just, social media has a lot of cumulative effects on our mental health that we don't realize from day to day. But when you first wake up, what do? You
grab your phone.
You don't even say good morning to whoever you laying next to. You grab your phone. You know what I'm saying? So within the span of, let's say you wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning, you're getting your baby ready for school or whatever it is, you got to go to work, whatever it is that you're doing, you've seen probably hundreds of people in the span of 20, 30 minutes just getting ready and scrolling on the internet that look better than you, are doing better than you, drive a better car than you, have better bags than you, better shoes than you, a better man than you. But these aren't really, these are curated versions of people.
Exactly. And people show only what they want you to see.
Exactly.
And it's nothing wrong with that, because you know, I don't get on the internet, or we all don't get on the internet to put our problems out there. The internet really is there to joke and have fun, but people take...
It's not fun no more.
It's like, not. It's funny. It's too serious now. TikTok is what's
TikTok
fun.
Is cool. I like TikTok. I like
but now it's like, you get on the internet and you see a certain image of someone, but people see that one image and feel like they're not doing enough, or they're jumping to conclusions about this. You see one picture of a girl with a guy, and you jump into 100 conclusions about that girl. Like, you don't know what she did to get him, or what she doing to keep him, or what she doing to keep that lifestyle. You just, you know, you looking at that and you're not satisfied about yourself. And now you feel like you're not doing enough.
It makes us, like I said, we just look at these carefully curated versions of people, and it makes us second guess ourselves so much and almost ignore all the wonderful attributes that we have within our own. You know, you could be going to school to be a lawyer or a doctor, and you looking at somebody with a fat ass. How that make you feel inferior to anything?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And you could be going to school to be a lawyer.
Or vice versa. Whatever
Anything.
it is that person has absolutely nothing to do with you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have to in this world that we live in this generation that we live in, you kind of have to have like especially with women, you know, we're a lot more delicate, and our mentals our clocks turn differently than men. So it's, you got to have a lot of gratitude and a lot of self-love to just...
And confidence.
Yeah. But that, you know, it all goes hand in hand. So just kind of make it and be happy with yourself from day to day, because all we see is better.
Do you believe in like a social media cleanse, like a break where you don't get on the internet too much, or you feel like the internet don't really, you're not one of those people that the internet affect you? Or
I really think the internet affects everyone within some type of sense, you know what I'm saying? But me personally, I don't go on Jada Waiter's page and am upset with myself because she got 40 Birkins. Like, that's good for her, you know what I'm saying? That's not my life. But I can see how it can definitely have terrible effects on a lot of people. So if that's what a person needs to do, then yeah, get off social media, or at least for, you know, a little while, until you get
back to reality,
yourself mentally strong enough to be and people probably, if you don't think about it that deeply or in that type of way, you'll probably be like, oh, it's just social media, but really it's not. We're almost like, we're all addicted to it.
And now it's just normal. Like, it's our new way of living.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even that people addicted. It's just like water. We need it. That's how it is now. Like, okay, well, yeah. It's just, I feel like it's just in our world now. Like, even kids coming out the womb playing with an iPhone. So it's just like, it's just the new thing, I guess, that we have to adapt to. So I wanted to talk about like real bodies versus fake bodies. You know, women, I feel like both parties feel superior over each other. Because, you know, they think just the BBL girls be popping their shit, but even girls with natural bodies be like looking down on other women with surgery, or they feel like you don't love yourself, or they feel like, you know, I'm naturally, I don't have to do all of that. So how do you feel about that? Do you feel like one is better than the other, or do you feel like to each his own? Like, how do you even?
I'm a to each his own person. I'm super easygoing, so I'm not nowhere like, I have flawless skin and you have on makeup, so you're doing something wrong. Or I have natural breasts, or I don't have natural breasts, so you're doing something wrong, or I'm doing something. Like, just do what makes you fucking happy and leave people the hell alone. If you are on the internet trying to prove to other women that they don't love themselves, I don't think you love yourself either, because when you love yourself, you mind your fucking business, and you're not somewhere running around telling the next woman what she should and should not do with herself. So if you want to get a BBL, go get a BBL and leave people the fuck alone. And if you don't and leave people the fuck alone. It's super simple. Like,
it's very simple.
It's super simple, but it ties back into social media. It's like we're all kind of gunning for this spot of perfection. So I'm better than you because I did this, or you're better than this person because they did this or what they have. And so it's like almost like a constant competition for these minuscule things that have nothing to do with anything, you know? So,
and it's people,
it all ties back into that damn social media shit.
Yes, and it's like, even it have social media not fun anymore. Like, people overthinking everything when they make a post. Oh, this gotta match this post from 2 years ago, and it's really,
it's a lot.
Like,
it's a lot.
And I feel like comparison is the thief of joy. Like,
absolutely,
when you comparing yourself to other people, you will never appreciate what you have, or you know, you will never even live in the moment because you're so focused on what this person did and how they did it. So I definitely agree with that. I need to sip my wine. So we putting the wine down because we found some Hennessy. So we gotta, you know, I tried to keep it cute for y'all, but y'all know we gotta get more to it.
He knows I am not cute. I don't keep it cute.
Yes, Faran sent him like, what's up? I love it. Okay, let's go.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Jesus.
Ooh. Every time
I'm one and done.
I'm not some Hennessy. So, your love life.
Girl.
What's going on? What's going on with Faran love life?
What you mean? My love life, I've been in a relationship with the same person for a long ass time. We good.
Okay, that's good. Because recently I see that you had a boyfriend in the past, and rest in peace to him. He passed away. Mm-hmm. And I just want to know, like, how have you been healing from that? And then what do you suggest other women? Because this is something that goes on in Chicago a lot.
All the time, everywhere.
Yes, all over.
Well, I don't think you necessarily heal. I know you don't heal. Wounds heal. If I break my arm, I put my arm in a sling, and eventually
it's fixed.
Yeah, your tendons web back together, whatever the case may be. But wounds, physical wounds heal. Internal wounds are a lifetime battle. Mm-hmm. You get used to them, and it becomes more or less of pain than just an uncomfortable thought. So when this first happened to me, I cried, obviously, every day, all day. But you can't cry forever. No.
And can you tell us what year this happened?
2014.
Okay.
Yeah, so we.
And that's still fresh to me.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Been
That's
9
fresh.
years.
Yeah.
It's been 9 years. Like, we creeping up on a decade now. But I felt, which I probably did break one of my physical heartstrings. It destroyed me. It was the worst thing, and still is, that I can think of, the worst experience emotionally that had ever happened to me. But like I said, as the days go on, you can't. If I was crying right now, 9 years later, I would be in a damn. I would be on the 11th floor somewhere. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So you just become used to it. And as far as those first couple of months, or that 6 months to a year, because I feel like that was kind of how long I was just like almost every day just obsessing over it, trying to go back and think what I could do different. And I didn't do, you know what I'm saying? I didn't do nothing. I wasn't even there. But it's just the fact that, like, if I would have called them and told them, come here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what could I do to bring
that?
Yeah, to bring this person back. So it's
that is like, that would hurt me, especially us being a woman. Like, we normally have an intuition of things. Yeah. So it's just like, if I could have did this differently, or if I could have told him, meet me here during that time, things could be different. But we can't live thinking that way either. Yeah. Because that make us feel like we the bad guy. So I definitely understand that. I have some friends that like lost their guy, and they feel responsible for it because they feel like maybe if we wasn't arguing, or maybe
you always have that lingering thought, but those thoughts are not conducive to living a healthy life. You have to go through pain. You can't go over it. You can't go around it. You actually have to go through it. And the worst thing about that is, like I said, physical wounds heal. You know pretty much when it's gonna heal. If you cut yourself, you probably, you have a scrape, and then you have a scab, and then you'll have a scar. But with internal and mental pain, you don't know. You can't say, okay, 6 weeks from now I'm gonna be good. 6 years from now I'm gonna be good.
It's no time frame.
There's no time frame of what you will go through.
Exactly.
And that's one of the hardest parts.
I agree. So do you feel like women that, I'm not sure if your ex-boyfriend that passed on was like involved in the street life, but do you feel like women that are dating guys involved in the street life, should they feel like in their head, should they know this may happen? Should they condition themselves to that, so when it does happen, you're going to be hurt, but when it does happen, it's like, okay, I kind of knew.
You can't prepare yourself for that type of hurt. You can prepare for a test. You can prepare to buy a home. You can prepare to learn how to do something.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? But you cannot prepare yourself for that amount of pain. So you can be realistic about certain situations. There have been I mean, we live in Chicago. I see niggas that die all the time, you know, and it's be like, oh, obviously.
Yeah, and I feel like, not obviously.
No, it's some niggas where it's like, come on now, why you Photoshop their wings around that man? Like,
Oh my God.
girl,
Not
take the
Photoshop
wings
the
off that
wings.
nigga. Like,
You already knew what he was doing. No, I feel like, because we live in Chicago, and it's so sad, but like when something do happen to somebody, it don't even be like, you know, everybody falling to their knees.
we're
It's like,
desensitized. How could we be falling to our knees 5 times a day?
exactly.
Do you follow like Legal Help Firm or Chicago Media Takeout or all of these different outlets that show
It's like,
literally
damn.
like 10 dead people per day?
Yes.
You don't, there's not enough time in the day to fall to your knees about everyone that passes on. And these are definitely unfortunate events. No one has the right to take anyone else's life, but we're so desensitized. Look how we do. We go to funerals, and I don't go to funerals for this specific reason, because
You don't
everyone
go?
goes to funerals and fucking dances and has a party.
Really? I haven't been to a funeral in a very long time.
I think it's, and you are supposed to celebrate life, but you're supposed
Right.
to celebrate the life of your great grandmother. Not some nigga that got shot in the head at 25 and now y'all dancing 7 days later at his funeral with matching Gucci shirts on. That's weird.
No.
And everybody
It
grieves in their
is.
own way, but I
Ooh,
personally,
that's different.
I personally don't like the whole
Funeral thing.
Yeah.
You know, you can't get with the funeral thing. And now, back to this damn social media. People, they do the funeral thing
They
just to
on
post.
the damn
Live.
and like I said, people, everyone. I am not judging anyone. I'm not talking about anyone specific. This is my personal views, my personal feelings, and my personal beliefs.
You said that ain't back to Gucci shirts?
Cry at my funeral,
Please.
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 Can you wear black? Can you be respectful to my mother and not
Yeah.
twerk on my fucking grave?
Yes, and you know what else
I-
pisses me off? When they bring liquor to the grave. And
No, you need a drink. Don't pour no fucking liquor.
I'm
on
talking
my
about they're
damn-
pouring
Yeah,
it on
don't.
them. I don't know.
And everybody has their own.
It's
thing,
different.
But
It's
I
different.
just feel like it's so disrespectful, especially to the families. Like I said, when your 90-year-old grandmother dies, that's a celebration. She lived a full life. She saw her children, her grandchildren, and her great-grandchildren.
Right.
And she fulfilled her life's purpose.
Right.
When someone in their 20s and 30s is murdered, that's not a time for celebration.
It's not because they didn't get to see life.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's just my view on things. I'll say that
That's
again. They on
yes,
their Instagram like, she talking about so-and-so. She said this.
Right.
She said, like, girl, what?
Max and Gucci shirts. I'm going to name this episode Max and Gucci shirts
Girl, and it's
at the
gonna be,
funeral.
we gonna get on Instagram and there's gonna be somebody on there with matching Gucci shirts on. Like, I wasn't even talking about these people. Like,
I definitely agree. So, how long, okay, so, you know, you passed, and how long did it take you to meet the gentleman that you're with now? And, like,
I moved
you know,
on very fast.
I like that. So, let's talk about that. So, did people look at you some type of way? Like, damn.
Dogged me. And I didn't move on from, when you meet someone else, it's not like, all right, nigga, I don't love you no more, rest in peace, fuck you, you know?
Right.
But physically, I moved on in less than a year. I didn't tell
Wow.
anyone until, I think like the next year. I had a baby in 2016. So he died in 2014. I was in another relationship and had a child literally within probably
2 years.
18 months. Yeah.
Wow.
But like I said, physically I had moved on. Up here,
You were still battling.
yeah, so much.
How did people, what did they like? Were you cheating on this man the whole time? Like, how did, that's crazy.
Yeah, I got a lot of flack for that. But my response is what is taking a chunk out of my life and waiting X amount of time, whatever you deem the proper amount of time, someone that's never been through some shit like this, but what would be the proper amount of time for me to move on physically?
Exactly.
Yeah, people dog me, but it's not like he's coming out the sky. Like, come on,
Right.
I will never in this realm see this man again. So whether
Right.
I never move on, or
Right.
I
What
moved
does that
on
do
the
for
next
you
day.
if I wait 10 years, 5 years, even?
And then y'all be calling me crazy. Like I said, you can never please the masses.
You
Someone's
can't.
going to have something to say. There is someone out here that thinks you are the most beautiful woman in the world, and there is someone out here that thinks you are the ugliest bitch they've ever seen.
It is.
Most of the opinions are opinions. They're not based upon facts. It's to someone else's own personal beliefs, you know? So
I agree.
Some people, you know, was happy for me or said they were happy for me. Some people weren't, but that really wasn't my concern, because probably if I had 100 people that said something bad about me, maybe 1 or 2 of y'all went through what I went through mentally.
I agree. I feel like we're supposed to move on in general, because it can be depressing, you know, just overthinking things and in one spot. And I'm an overthinker, and I would overthink myself to not eating. Like, so it's very important to physically, even just, you know, start going outside and just doing a little more. Like, that's very
and you know
important.
what? With things like that, all of us only get one life.
Exactly.
And sadly, we don't know how, you know, I don't know if I'm going to live to be 110 or if I'm going to die tomorrow. I don't know that. So you have to learn to roll with the fucking punches, no matter how much it hurts. You literally have to live your life, because we don't know what's beyond this. You know, you can believe in whatever you want to believe in. If you believe in God, if you believe in Allah, whoever it is that you choose to believe in. But us as humans, we don't know. We have a description in a book. We're going off faith.
Yes.
You know, so you don't know what's beyond.
Yeah.
You gotta live.
And I don't think people understand we have one life. Like, speaking of one life, so it's so many things I want to ask. Okay, before I even get to the one life scenario, I want to know, when you did meet your guy, the one that you're currently with, and you know this happened pretty quickly. Would you say like it was a trauma bond or something? Like, would you say he been through something similar or lost someone similar and y'all came together, or like, because you kind of went to him a little hurt. So would you say, was that the perfect time to meet him? Or if you could meet him all over again, would you prefer to be a little more healed?
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
You would prefer to be more healed?
Yeah, I would have definitely, if I could, you know, everybody, if I could go back, woulda, coulda, shoulda, but if I could go back, I definitely would have took some time for myself.
And for him, right?
Yeah, but I felt like I was just, when you go from every day, you know, like, it takes such a toll on you when a person completely disappears. And you have to accept the fact that you will never see this person again. It's not that y'all not talking. It's not that they're not texting you back. It's not that they're not answering your calls or they left you for someone else. This person disappeared. This person is I will never see this person again. So I went from waking up to somebody every day, texting someone every day, talking to someone every day, being in love with someone, to having nothing. So
would you say you were trying to replace that fast? Or
at that time, I may have been subconsciously.
Okay.
Yeah.
I agree. I'm the same way. I move on fast. And I feel the same way. Like, I feel like I have to get someone to fill these shoes, because this is what I'm used to. Or sometimes, you know, you just want...
It wasn't really that for me. It was the companionship. It wasn't getting someone to replace another person. And breakups are different than deaths. I would rather break up a million and one times than somebody die.
Yeah.
You know, but it wasn't that. It was just a feeling that I needed, and a feeling that was fulfilled by the next person. So... Okay.
Well, we gonna get off that subject, y'all, but we get deep, because I don't even want to get no deeper. But yes, what's this one?
Cheers,
it got way too serious for me. I was finna shed a tear.
I done did enough of that. I don't even cry no more. Like,
okay, so this one I want to speak on. So, like, we all have one life, and it's about women having a whole phase. Have you ever went through a point in your life where, and I know you haven't because we just We just talk about you're a relationship girl.
All day.
So
fuck. I've never not been in a relationship. Ever.
I love that. I love that, right? Okay, so we gonna look at other people in the world. So do you have any daughters? No daughters, all boys?
I got one son.
Oh, one son.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got 3 little sisters though.
Okay, you got sisters. So how do you feel about a whole phase?
Do whatever you want. It's this go hand in hand with the BBL shit. If you want to be a hoe, go ahead.
Okay, good.
But I will say this.
Because you have sisters.
No. They can do what they want too. They know I'm big sis. You ever seen the movie Sparkle?
Yes.
I'm sister.
Okay.
Not the ending though. Not the ending part. But like,
Get
do what you gonna do, girl. No. I'm a woman's woman. So a whole phase with a contingency. I don't like bitches that be running around here sleeping with other people's men, sleeping with people's husbands, hating other women because of the men that they choose to sleep with. I don't like that shit. If you want to be free with your body and sleep with who you want to sleep with, that don't bother me. If you sleeping with my man or my friend's man or somebody's husband, I'ma kind of side-eye you, but
other than that,
yeah, other than that, it's fine. What you do with your body is what you do with your body.
Okay, because I feel like it's a lot of double standards. I feel like women aren't able to be sexual beings without being judged. So it's like a lot of people, they judge women, like Lori Harvey, for example.
I love her.
Love her, but
yeah, they dog her. They dog her.
Yeah, she went for rich, and it's like, you know, a lot of us do that anyway in private. It's not put out there.
Media.
So I feel like women aren't allowed to be sexual beings. Like, we're not allowed to. I like him, and I like him for him. I don't like him for what he got. Like, I like him. Like, I want to sleep.
Like him for what he got. Go ahead.
I want to sleep with him.
Some shit too.
I want to sleep with him, and you know, that's the thing. And I only say that because it's just so cruel out here. Like, women are like bullies out here. Like, it's even a women judging you because you like a nigga for him. Like, they might look at him like, girl, why you like him? He ain't got this, he ain't got that. And it's like, no, I fuck with him because he's him. Like, I like his vibe, his energy. I see what he doing. I like it. That's why I fuck with him. But it's women that's like, he ain't got no money, don't sleep with him, like stuff like that. So it's like,
we just looping right back around to
social media,
to social fucking media, and people with these damn opinions.
Yes.
Do what you want to do. If you are the type of woman that only dates niggas that buys you Rolls Royces and Birkins, go find you some niggas that buy Rolls Royces and Birkins and leave a bitch alone and want to fuck the nigga that work at Burger King. What does that have to do with you? You're driving a Rolls Royce and you telling this girl she shouldn't be fucking somebody at Burger King.
Like, maybe
leave her
she
alone.
like
Why
him.
do you even know her?
Right, y'all not even the same.
And it's just I really just hate, and within our own circles and our own conversations and our own friends, we do have certain judgments or certain opinions,
we do.
but that's in your own bubble. When people get on the internet, like how the hate train for all these women, the Lori Harveys and the damn who else is it? Amber Rose, you know, she was a hoe or something, a slut walk or whatever.
Yes.
The girl Drea, from Love and Basketball, like people like that. Everyone has these opinions about these women that literally aren't bothering them.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I see nothing wrong with what Lori Harvey's doing, or any other woman for that fact. If you are a young, single, beautiful woman, why not? Even if you are an old bitch and you got 10 kids, do what you want to do and date who you want to date. It's all about finding people that love you and you love them or care for them or whatever the case may be. Y'all have somewhat of the same belief system, and what y'all do flows, and just stick with those people. Exactly. Whether you're dating or not, whatever type of relationship it is, a friendship, a relationship, whatever it is, pick some people that think kind of on the same train as you, and
make it work.
Do that. Yeah,
I agree.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because it's like everyone judging each other, and they judging people from being genuine. Like, I might like you for your energy, but it might be somebody else that don't like how you present yourself on social media, and it's just like, oh, why you fuck with her? Didn't she just move on fast from that boyfriend? But it's like, no, I
from
like
the boy,
her.
You ain't never met me, and you ain't never met him. Why the hell you so mad?
Yes, like, people is definitely too infatuated with other people.
But that goes back into people not really
and not being happy with themselves.
I don't mean to say this in like a mean way or like a nasty way or uppity way. I don't look down on people, but like, you really don't matter outside this screen.
Exactly.
This is the only place, when you get on the Shade Room, when you get on Jada's page and Ari's page and talk about their bodies and talk about their procedures and talk about their makeup and talk about their dating habits, this is the only fucking place where anyone would listen to you.
Because when you go outside,
no one listens to you at work, no one listens to you at home, your kids don't listen to you, your man don't listen to you. Exactly. Nobody's listening to anything that you have to fucking say. So these people that get on the internet and judge other people, that's their fulfillment. Mm-hmm. That's what gets their dopamine levels higher, whatever the hell they're doing. But
exactly.
I just think there's people on both sides of it. You know, you got the judges and you got the judge. So either way, you gotta have like, I guess, a thick skin.
Yes,
I don't really think Lori Harvey cares what people say about her. She rich, she lit, she beautiful. Like, she be having all the niggas too. Like,
I want to be like that.
Yeah, like ain't nothing wrong with Lori Harvey. Leave that damn girl alone.
I agree. So we got another shot that we finna take, cause yeah, it's that time. Cheers.
Cheers. I don't even want this shit.
I hate it. I just hate it every time.
And we chasing it with wine. Girl, I'm gonna be stumbling up out of here.
Oh my God. So you're a mom, a boy mom at that.
Yes.
And you give me boy mom vibes, like your swag.
I'm
like,
a damn boy.
I want a boy.
You want no kids?
No.
Okay.
I'm 23. Like I'm
just
nothing.
Either wait a really long time or don't do it at all.
Not don't do it at all. Why would I not? You say wait as long as you can. It's definitely a commitment.
It's the biggest commitment you ever gonna make.
So how old is your baby?
My baby's 6.
Wow.
Yeah, I got pregnant at 25, delivered at 26. So
okay,
I just
like
told
that.
my age.
I like that though, because when I do have kids, I want to have a kid at the end of my 20s. Mm-hmm. So maybe like 26, 27. Yeah.
You can do all the planning you want to. When that shit happens, it's just gonna happen.
Oh God. So you're a boy mom, and I feel like a lot of women, when they have kids, they start to like let themselves go a little bit, or they might forget who they are. You know,
I did.
You did. I want to talk about that. So, postpartum. Did you go through that? What is that like? Elaborate, because
definition terms, I think it's just the fact that like your hormones are so out of whack. Your body just carried another human being for 40 whole weeks, and your levels ain't right, and you just crazy, and you have other outside triggers that fuck with you too. So yeah, you can get there are a lot of changes that you go through when you become a mother, mentally and physically, obviously. But yeah, I went through postpartum. I think I went through prepartum depression, if that's the damn thing. But like I said, it was a whole a death, a new relationship, and a baby within a 2-year span. Yeah. So,
I know your mind was just racing. Like,
absolutely. I was so scared to be a mom.
Why? Did you feel like you wasn't fit to be the best mom you could be at the time?
Yes, absolutely. Just a lot of self-doubt, self-loathing. I went through my mental battles outside of the tragedy that happened. I've had mental shit going on for a long time, the whole 32 years of my life. So I didn't want to pass that on to my son. And I was so terrified of being a bad mother or not giving him the proper love that he deserved. So yeah, it was real scary to become a mother. But I went through postpartum. I got very depressed after I had my son. I'm talking about off the chain, mental, patient. Like,
what were you doing?
I was sad,
not there.
I was crying. I was all over the place. And I went back to work very quick. I went back to work I had my son on Christmas Eve. I was back at work mid-January.
The club?
Yeah.
That is not okay. That's a dangerous place.
Titties leaking.
Yes, no.
I I was
But
bored.
you taking on more energy.
I wanted to I was, but I didn't realize that. Everything that, I'm just now coming to the woman I am. So my mindset 6 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, is you go through different stages, you know, in life. So I changed a lot mentally, but at the time I was just bored. I'm like, I want to get in the house. I was sitting in this house pregnant. Like, I'm fucking sad. I'm depressed. I want to put my makeup on and look cute and make some damn money and have some drinks. Like,
because you coming from carrying that baby, you might feel ugly in the process.
Horrible. No, I was beautiful.
Okay. One thing about it,
I was gorgeous pregnant. Like, oh my God, my nose didn't get all big. I gained probably like 12 pounds. I was just I was this person with a round ball. Like, nothing really physically happened to me. Even when I got out of the hospital, my stomach was back flat. I'm like, okay, cool. That was something that's great. Good. But I would have took a little stomach to not go through the shit I went through in my head.
Right. Yeah.
Or my nose spread across my face, whatever it was. I could have took the physical shit. Yeah, because the mental shit for me.
They say that the postpartum is very serious, and some women even commit suicide. Mm-hmm. And I pray I wouldn't go through that, but it's like I try to put myself in that mindset. Like, what could it be? Like, what is a woman thinking after that pregnancy? Like, is it like the relationship? Like, he won't look at me the same. He might not love me the same. Or is it just I might not love me the same? Like, I just pushed the whole child out. Mm-hmm. I feel icky. Like, was it a point in time you felt like, oh my God?
You know, before you come on your period and you cry about dumb shit?
Yes, that's what it is the whole time.
So it's that to the 100th power.
And I get it now. 'Cause
you're still going through life. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when you're already depressed and life keeps happening, you know what I'm saying? You crashed your car, you got cheated on, your fucking edges are falling out because you had a baby. Like, it's so many different things that affect your mind from day to day, and they just seem amplified. When
I get it now, because I cry on my period and before. And everything just affect me, everything. So now I get it. Thank you for that example.
The only advice I can give you, when you have a baby, pick the right partner.
Yeah.
Be with and you never really know, especially if like a dude doesn't have children, you don't have nothing else to go off of. Obviously, if you have a baby by somebody with 6 baby mamas, you kind of know what your life is going to be. You know what I'm saying? But just pick the right partner that can help you get through what you need to get through, and vice versa. You know, pick someone that's actually your partner and not just your nigga.
A difference. Yeah. It's a difference between a nigga and your partner.
Because your nigga gonna let you go crazy by your damn self. You and that baby, he gonna be at the club. So
exactly.
Just try to pick the right partner and be kind to yourself.
Yeah, because people can be
as kind as you possibly can. We're all so hard on ourselves. I'm looping back around to Instagram.
Yeah. But do you think it's bad for this generation to be hard on ourselves? I feel like a lot of us are where we are, or going so hard, and we achieving a lot because we are hard on ourselves. And like, you do get on social media and you see a girl with a Bentley and she got a business, but that make you want to turn up.
Yeah.
So it's not all bad.
No, it's not. Absolutely nothing is all bad.
Okay.
We in hell.
Yeah.
You know,
we in hell?
No, it's like we be in hell because everything was just horrible. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't think that social media is great. Social media, look how everybody doing now. Our parents and shit wasn't millionaires because they was cute. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You could do. You can literally do anything on social media, but there's an adverse effect for that. You know what I'm saying? So you do have to deal with different opinions and different criticism and stuff like that, or you could be the criticizer. You know, so I do feel like it can definitely take a toll on your mental health, but that shit can make you a lot of fucking money. Depending on which boat you jump on.
Yes. So you have a son and he's growing up in this environment where, you know, people making money, a lot of money, doing a whole lot of other things that's not involved in college. So if your son was to come to you like, I got a plan, I want to be a YouTuber. Mm-hmm. You know, that's the thing now kids learning about in school. They learning how to edit, you know.
Yeah, kids know everything about the phone. My son was 2 years old with the iPad putting it on the TV. Like, you know how you can make I can't even do that shit.
Yeah,
like, put what you're watching on your phone on the TV. Yeah, the kids know how to do all that shit now.
So if he came to you with not the regular college plan, would you like be supportive? Are you gonna be supportive? Yes. Okay.
That's my baby. My son has to do 2 things: respect his mother and believe in God.
Amen.
Outside of that, I don't care. And don't kill nobody, please.
Of course not.
I don't care. I'm his mother. I love him unconditionally. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only person that you could ever, or the only people, depending on how many that you can make. The only people that you will ever love unconditionally is the ones that come out of you. So I don't care if you want to be a YouTuber, a basketball player, a carpenter, whatever it is that you want to do. I'm instilling certain values in him now so that I won't have to worry about certain things later. But whatever it is that you decide to do, I've done the foundation work. So you're not going to do no dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Overall, you're a boy. You know what I'm saying? You're a young black man growing up in America. You're going to make some mistakes. But you're not just going to overall do no dumb shit because I'm your mom and that's my job.
Exactly. I agree. I asked that because... you know, of course, our parents, clearly, they're older now. They probably grew up in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. So I don't feel like they understand
the 90s. Girl, I grew up in the 90s. Shut up.
No, my bad.
My parents ain't grow up in no damn 90s.
Girl, wait, what you mean, how?
I was born in 1990. I grew up in the 90s and early 2000s.
I don't consider you really growing up in the 90s, I guess.
I remember the 90s. Not like 91, but I remember like 97,
I'm saying people 98. That actually was grown in the 90s. Like, that's not, because my parents...
Our parents was our age in the
90s. That's what I mean. Okay. I feel like they don't understand what's going on. Like, you know, originally, like, I was supposed to be in school to be an electrician. And, you know, I shifted to some this and other stuff. But, like, I feel like, you know, our parents look at stuff.
But this gonna make you a lot of money. Get that part when I said that. This gonna, you gonna come up in this shit. Fuck that school.
Yeah, so, you know, I feel like they don't understand what the world turning into. Like, we don't have to go to college no more to, like, really make some money. Or, like, you don't have to work a 9 to 5 for real to make some money.
You don't have to do anything.
You don't have to, and it's like,
I feel like do nothing but breathe, drink some water, go to sleep and wake up.
They put it in our heads like 9 to 5, 9 to 5, 9 to 5, 9 to 5, 9 to 5. Like,
well, that was the time. You get what I'm saying? We gonna be putting certain things in our children's heads when they get older. You know, so everything changes with the times. But I wouldn't push my son to do anything that he didn't want to do outside of just being at the forefront of a good person. You don't have to go to college, but that's all our parents knew. You know what I'm saying? Unless you had a couple hood parents, or the mama did nails or some shit, or you know, did some hair. The daddy was a drug dealer, or whatever. But basic household 20, 30, 40 years ago was go to school, get a good job, go to work, and take care of it, get married, and buy a house and take care of your family. You know, we have different resources than they did. You know what I'm saying? Our mothers didn't have followers on Instagram.
Wasn't posting
somebody paying them to post a fucking wig. Like, that wasn't their life. So of course you don't understand. You can't understand something you're not in. You can't understand something you don't go through. So they did the best they could for the most part. You know, most of our parents, if your parents not telling you nothing wrong, go to college and get a job. That's not wrong. You know?
It's not wrong. It's just the traditional way.
I personally wouldn't push that on my son, but who's to say if we take me back 20 years ago, I probably would have pushed that on my son because that's what I knew and what I came from.
Exactly.
There was no other way. They didn't know, they could not predict in 1990 that there was going to be something as social media influencers, or that you could just be pretty and start a business and sell fucking cupcakes and be a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? So
yes. So something I want to bring up, because you do have a son. So currently, it's 2 people, Jada Wada and Janiyah, which is NBA YoungBoy baby mom. They both have sons.
Light-skinned girl, right? Okay.
They both have sons. So both of their sons got caught on TikTok being children, because I feel like kids gonna be kids. So Jada baby, she made a video and he was talking to her and he put his finger up. He put his finger up. Then recently, no, not that. Like he did one of these.
Okay, I like her. I follow her, so I like how she raises her son. He seems very respectful.
So then recently, Janiyah was, just making a video of herself, and her son was in the background singing the Shabuya song that's going around. Like my name is Cardi, that
I know
song. So social media, of course, always doing what it do. They start putting allegations on the babies, like your baby is gay. Like, you're not raising him. Why is your son putting his finger up?
You can't raise somebody into being gay, first of all.
Yeah. So they were saying, why are you putting your finger up? And why is this baby singing the Shabuya song? And we all know this is a viral TikTok song. So everybody know this song. They're children. They're under 7 years old. So how do you feel about people trying to sexualize like children, like putting this on kids? Like I feel like it's insane to me. Like,
first of all, if either one of their sons are gay, so what? They're sons. What Jada gonna do? Throw a baby out the fucking window? Y'all right? She gonna read her comments like, you know what? You right. Fuck this baby.
Exactly.
Like, what is she gonna do? You know what I'm saying? But it goes back to girls like that, those people that have like millions of followers and like almost like a cult like situation. You just gotta have a wall to the opinionators.
But you as a mother, like if that was you,
I think I would react.
Like
me on my low level of you know what I'm saying? But they're probably so used to it, and people say the worst, most harmful, nastiest things, and they will try to get you to react because everybody wants to go viral now. You know what I'm saying? So if I go on Jada's page and say your son's gay, and she reacts to me, I can go viral, and then I can make a rap song and just be fan. Right. No one will even remember.
But do you feel like kids shouldn't even be kids? Should be kids.
Yeah, like, I feel that because I have a moral compass. These motherfuckers don't care. They will talk about your kids, fuck your dead mama, anything to get a reaction from these people that they want a reaction from, so they can be like them, so they can share that spotlight with them. One thing that social media has definitely uprooted and fucking disrupted is that attention shit. And nobody cares whether it's good attention or bad attention. All attention is some type of publicity, and this shit can
all attention is good attention.
I don't even think people's main focus is to make money. They just want to be seen.
Exactly.
You know, I things I want to go viral for is my skincare line, or like
good things,
a little TikTok where they pay me some money or something like that. But these people don't care about. No, people are ruthless, and it's getting. We're desensitized to what we talked about earlier. How we're desensitized to death. Death is literally the worst thing that can happen to someone. You get what I'm saying? And so if we're desensitized to death, you don't think we're desensitized to everything else? We definitely desensitized to relationships. Nobody gives a fuck about that. We're desensitized to loyalty. We're desensitized to friendships. So you don't think somebody would get on the internet and talk about your kid? Absolutely.
I agree.
I think that children are off limits, but there's a lot of people
that don't.
There's a lot of people that don't.
I personally feel like, because I'm in a group chat with some friends, and everyone had their way of thinking. We're like, oh, that'll never be my son singing no Shabuya song. He gay. He need to be with his dad.
You got the little boys that's somewhere throwing up gang signs and nobody says nothing. These little badass little boys, and nobody says nothing. Oh, that's so cute. The little boys will be like, fuck you, and whatever that is. That's cool. Fine. That's acceptable. But Jada's son doing that is a no-no.
No. Yeah, it's crazy. I just feel like children should be children, because I feel like I had a good childhood growing up with my boy cousins and stuff, and we was free. We just do whatever. I don't care if his ass was singing Hannah Montana. Like, he could be singing Hannah Montana, whatever. Like, we were free, and I feel like even now, nobody is off limits or nothing. Like,
ruthless. This is a ruthless generation.
It's insane. I can't believe it. Child, we're on our third. I think this is our third shot. And it's Faran fault because she You know,
take your shot of wine,
she a real nigga, so real niggas drink cognac and Hennessy and do say so. Let's take our shot.
Cheers.
Let's do our little thing. Okay. So as you know, I had a viral interview with Deja Lene. And I got like a lot of slack from that interview. You know, a lot of people was like, why are you interviewing a mistress? Why are you putting this type of woman on forefront? I even got slack just from smiling at her and laughing with her, and they're like,
how you supposed to control what she do?
And it's like, I'm not the type of person that put what other people do
and then there's other
on
people,
them. Like, I like people for who they are, not for what they done.
Well, the other people don't know
the situation.
Like, first of all, I think Deja's a beautiful girl. I love the interview. But I will say she had a preset group of haters already. She had people that had already formed
didn't like her.
Opinions about her, and you know, whatever the situation is, I don't know it. You know what I'm saying? They don't know it, so she knows it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think there was anything wrong with the interview. I think that it was a great interview. Y'all touched on things that y'all needed to touch on, and she still kept it cute and kept it, you know. So yeah, I don't think nothing was wrong with that.
I don't either. But what I do want to ask is, for example, you have friends. I'm sure you have girlfriends. I'm not sure if they've been in a situation similar to hers. But if you did have a friend, and you know, the same situation, you know, she had a child with a married man, but everyone's happy, even the wife.
I don't know their situation.
Okay, so. Well, you don't know the situation, but let's just say an example.
Yeah.
An example, you do have a friend, and this has happened with them. So how would you be a friend to them? Would you still be supportive, or would you?
I'm gonna tell you. If me and you sit down and talk about the situation and you're dead ass wrong, not saying that she's dead ass wrong, because I've never had a conversation with this woman about anything she's doing. I don't know if she lives with this nigga. You know what I'm saying? If whatever the fuck they're doing, he signed a paper with somebody else and they did what they did. If they're all happy, leave them people the fuck alone. But if I have a friend that, if we're talking about a situation or a scenario and you dead ass wrong, I'm gonna tell you dead ass wrong. And vice versa, I would want you to tell me that I'm dead ass wrong.
Right, but at the end of the day, I love you, and we gonna make it work. Like, okay.
I love you for other things. I love you for other reasons. Everybody has friends that do wild shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. I got friends that's fucking liars. I got friends that's steal. I got friends that's fucking drunks. I probably am the
way
drunk
worse.
Like, all type of shit. That shit don't. I'm not friends with you or not friends. I'm not gonna go make friends with someone that I know is fucked up or does fucked up.
But if my friend does
my people, bitch, ride or die. Like, right or fucking wrong. Like, bitch, I'ma holler at you later. You're dead ass wrong for whatever it is that you're doing right now. But that's something for me and you to talk about. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna stand 10 toes behind your people.
Nobody has perfect friends. Nobody is perfect.
Exactly.
And probably everybody's probably been in a situation, whether it might be unbeknownst to you. These niggas be lying. I don't.
Exactly. You don't know what. You don't know what a man has told a woman or anything.
And not even just niggas. I hate to always. I hate to always put a gender on shit. People lie. Everybody's going to. Everybody's selfish in a sense, and everybody's gonna do what makes them fucking feel good, regardless of how it affects the next person from time to time. So whatever the hell they got going on, more power to her. She has fucking 3 beautiful children.
Yes.
She look happy. She lit. The bitch can dress her ass off. Yes. Leave her the fuck alone.
Exactly.
That'll never happen. But
exactly. I agree.
Yeah, I liked the damn interview. And Deja haters, please do not fucking come.
They're gonna come for you.
You gotta make your page private sometimes. Like when you do shit like this, you gotta make your page private. You wake up and be 60 people arguing about you.
Yes,
like
going
you don't
back
even
and
know
forth.
my business.
Cats and dogs.
Yes. I liked the interview. Y'all did a great fucking job. Y'all both look beautiful. So hey, whatever. Go fuck with that nigga. Like, don't fucking bother him on his comments. Leave that girl the fuck alone. Hell, she ain't fucking your husband.
I'm dead. Period. Well, Faran, what else do you want to get into? Is there something we should know about you? Should we know anything you have coming up? Anything? Let us know everything.
Shit, I'm gonna have a sale.
Yeah.
On February 11th, that's my 2-year anniversary for my business. I've been in business for 2 years.
Yes,
so
make sure you guys
that.
shop.
And 2, I'm nice. Everybody has this misconception about me. People walk up to me so much and say, I thought you were mean. And then I always say some slick shit like, well, that's what you get for thinking. But I'm a very, very, very nice person. I have, unless it's just unbeknownst to me, I have not really in my lifetime met people that just didn't like me. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm a pretty cool...
So people that don't like you, what you think, why?
I ain't never met their ass.
Right. They just
then be them damn people and other people comments like, oh, she dresses like this, or she does this, or she does that. I don't like her. She thinks she the shit. How the fuck you gather that opinion from a picture?
Exactly.
I've never...
Exactly.
I don't even really get on the internet. I don't go live. Like, my captions aren't like... You know, you click on somebody's page and it's like, the caption's like, I'm the baddest bitch in the world. Mm-hmm. My captions aren't like, yeah, I'm just me, so I'm nice. That's one thing I can say.
Okay, well, Faran is nice.
Most people who meet me,
they like
be fucking with me. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I feel like people probably feel that way about you because, you know, they just feel that way about anybody that's pretty, got some design.
I don't feel that way about pretty women.
You know how people be, they automatically put
or maybe it's like that pretty privilege thing where you see the world through rose-colored glasses, but like, I don't even think, you know, you look at yourself every day, so you don't really... somebody could think I am the most beautiful woman in the world. Like I said, and somebody think I'm ugly as hell. Exactly. I don't look at myself the way other people look at me. So when I see it could be women that's 10 times prettier than me, nicer body, nicer shit. I'm like, yes, I love that. Like I love that for you. So I don't look at other women and say, I don't like her. She looks like a bitch. Some people on the internet do get on my damn
people
nerves,
in real life do it though. Even you could be at the bar and a girl looking at you like, I don't want her by my man. Mm-hmm. And it's like, girl, I'm cool as hell. I'll help you.
Yeah,
like,
I wasn't thinking about your man, girl.
Yes.
But that's just the internal insecurity. So.
Okay. Something else. I think people want to know how many tattoos you have. And the tattoo on your chest, what does it say?
Girl, I don't even fucking know.
You don't know?
Backstory. When I can't pronounce this shit, right? When I was like 17. Okay, I have to give you a backstory on the whole tattoo. I used to get on a bus. And there was this light-skinned girl on the bus. She was so pretty to me, but this had to be 2006, 2005. No. It was about 2006, 2007, because I was in high school already. And she was tatted from like here down. She was this light-skinned pretty girl with this curly hair. She was so cute, and I always used to see her. She was older than me, obviously, but she made me kind of want to like tap myself up. So I just started doing wild shit, like
early.
I got my first tattoo in 8th grade. And,
wow, that's way
but like
early.
visible tattoos, probably. I got a tattoo on my arm. One of my homeboys passed away when we were 16. I was 15, he was 16. So that was my first visible tattoo. And after that, I just kind of went crazy. But this means fly by thy own in Latin. I'm not going to embarrass myself on camera and try to say it.
Yeah, because I can't even.
But at first, it was just the words. I got that. I had to be like 16, 17 because I had it on prom. So I went to prom when I was 17, 18. So I had that already, but I got like other shit around it as I got older. But I think I have like probably like 25 tattoos, 30.
30? Oh my God.
Because shit be connecting. Like this is one tattoo now. Okay, I've been tattooed about 30 times.
Wow.
I got my leg. I got both my thighs.
Too?
I got. I
your
started
legs
like a
too?
leg sleeve, but I'm getting old. That shit be hurting now.
Yay.
Yeah, I got my leg, my back, my neck, my ears,
you
my
don't
fingers. My arm.
Hey, you missed. Your dad need to be what's up, tatted shawty.
But I literally copied off of
the lady.
Some fucking girl on the bus. I don't even know where this woman is.
You admired her.
Yeah. I was influenced. She was an influencer.
Yes.
To me, that was when you saw somebody, that was our version of influencers back then. Like I saw this girl and she just looked so. That shit was so fucking raw to me. And like now that I think about it, she had to be grown like this bitch on the bus.
Right. This bitch on the bus with all these damn tattoos. Bitch was grown, going to her next tattoo appointment.
Yeah, but that's what kind of made. I had probably 2 or 3 tattoos when I saw her, but I'm like, I want shit like that. I want a tattoo on my neck. And my poor grandmother. I hope my grandma watches this.
She did not want that for you.
No.
Grandmas hate that stuff. They want you smooth.
You're beautiful the way you are. That's just like, now she just accepts me for who I am, but that's her favorite line. Like, leave yourself alone. You're beautiful the way you are. So,
nah, I could do a little
she
something.
hated the tattoos when I was growing up. And I was very rebellious, I guess.
I get bad girl vibes from you.
Yeah, I was a bad fucking kid. And my son is not like that.
That's good. You don't want a bad son. Not in today.
No, but my son is so mannerable and such a sweet. He's a Capricorn.
They
and
so
I've read up on them.
My mom
They're very sweet.
They just people pleasers too.
I was a terrible child. I would not wish me as a child on any mother.
Oh my God, it was that fucking bad. Clearly, because you got your tattoo at 15.
Yeah, no, I had the 8th grade. How old are you in 8th grade? About 12, 13?
Yeah, 13.
Yeah. I went to a tattoo party with my older brother.
Oh yeah, you was outside.
And I told everyone, I'm getting a tattoo this week. And they're like, no, you not. And I was so scared, but I had to get it because I told everybody I was getting a tattoo.
Wow.
So yeah.
Okay, Faran, I love it. I'm so happy you came on my show.
Thank you for having me.
You have
I love this for you.
Yes, you have. You're just so knowledgeable. Like I feel like people can learn they can learn a lot from you, like your way of thinking and the way you break things down. I like it. I feel like people wouldn't look at your picture and get this mindset. Yeah. So I'm happy that I could bring you here and like.
I am too. I've actually always wanted to do this. I just never said shit. So when you hit me up, I'm like, yeah, I'm coming.
Yes, I'm so happy you didn't act like Hollywood stuff like that. You was just genuine and showed up. And Faran brought me a book. Girl, she brought the wine. She was just such a good person. I got some skincare.
I really am a sweetheart.
Yes, I got some skincare stuff. I'm gonna make a reel to it. I'm just so excited. Like,
good. Let me know what you think.
Yeah. So what did you bring me actually? Was it
I brought you a moisturizer and hyaluronic acid toner.
What's okay?
Hyaluronic acid is just like. It's just moisturizing. It's just like another layer of moisture before you put on your moisturizer. So
okay, cool. So when I do like my regular clean my face, what step is when do they come in? Like the third?
Cleanse, tone, serum, moisturize.
Okay. And you know what's so fucking crazy? Like I went to school to be an esthetician. I finished, but I never.
Where'd you go?
Trikoshi.
Okay.
I never went to get my license.
Really? I'm about to get mine back actually. I said I was gonna get in the field. I'm about to start doing some services. I'm not gonna tell y'all what it is, but I could
see you doing something.
I took a class and I
feel like I know
really
what it
good.
Is. I feel like I know what it is.
No, but close.
Oh, okay, I can see you doing that.
No, you close though. But I got real good. So I'm gonna perfect my craft and then I'm gonna have another business page. So
okay, yes, I'm so excited. Well, make sure you guys follow Faran at What's Up.
Fuck What's Up Redbone. Follow INDIGOGLOW Skincare.
Follow INDIGOGLOW.
I don't need INDIGOGLOW Skincare.
INDIGOGLOW Skincare. Don't follow her. She has enough. Like she doesn't need any more. But thank you for watching. Bye. Bye.